Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Goalside. I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound to the starless midnight of racism and war that the bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word. Martin Luther King Jr. Balotelli is sitting in the dressing room with his mates and preparing himself for the match. The atmosphere is wonderful and everybody's pumped for the game. It's an important match for Brescia and for the striker. Balotelli still has to prove that he hasn't lost his touch. The match begins with the referee's whistle and the team is on the go. Balotelli is all over the game. He's making passes and creating wonderful chances, but Verona fans don't seem to be too happy with it. They started booing the striker during the initial stages of the game, but that doesn't seem to bother Balotelli at all. The man had been subject to racial abuse his whole career, so he was focused and determined to bring the essential points in for the team. It's the 54th minute of the game. Verona is leading 1-0. Balotelli has got the ball in a far wide position. Instead of crossing it, the striker has launched the ball into the crowd. Filled with distress and emotion, Mario is walking off the pitch. The teams and the match officials have surrounded the striker and are trying to consolidate him. The match referee, following the proper protocol, brings the match to a halt for about 4 minutes. Verona fans sitting in a particular section of the stadium made monkey noises and chant racial abuses on Mario that hit him on an emotional level. The 29-year-old has repeatedly been a victim to racism. There are no black Italians. Brescia and Verona teammates all supported Mario during this incident and persuaded him to continue the match. The former Manchester City and Liverpool striker scored the only goal for the team from a considerable distance, landing the ball in the top net, showing the world that he still has it, making the final score 2-1. Racism is the lowest level a man can stoop to. Though slavery was abolished hundreds of years ago, the idea of judging and demeaning people on the basis of their color of skin and creed still somehow creeps in our minds. Mario Balotelli, when entered the world of football, was considered a wonder kid with his skill caliber reaching that of Ronaldo, Neymar, and Messi, but somehow he lost everything. Though his arrogance contributed a major role in his downfall, but so did the rising race problem in the world. Serie A had a chance to show the world how to deal with racism by giving a firm statement against it. However, nothing quite like that happened. Verona's team manager, Ivan Juric, claimed that he did not hear anything racist chanted out towards the striker. Instead of condemning the incident, the manager denied it ever took place. Serie A disciplinary committee, however, released a statement in which they ordered Verona to close that part of the stadium where racial chants were heard. Mario was given immense support worldwide, and he should have. No man should ever be insulted, embarrassed, or looked down upon because of the color of his skin. This is an act of hatred, and it should be condemned on every possible platform. We should all stand with Mario because he didn't deserve to be insulted like that. His fellow Brescia teammates, though, clearly showed their support after the incident, were criticized for not walking off the pitch with Mario. In my opinion, that certainly would have given a bigger statement. The statement issued by his own team, Brescia, was also a target of criticism because instead of backing up their own striker, the team management called him arrogant. Though Mario has a history of being an arrogant man, this incident was much bigger than that. It was about standing against racism in Italy, and Brescia FC management failed to do that. The fact that he lives in Brescia and wears our jersey, however, does not raise him above everything and everyone, and the arrogance that seems to shine through him all the time is not justifiable, especially on the pitch, and it becomes a cause of destabilization for the team and tension and embarrassment for the fans. Brescia team manager Eugenio Corini showed his support for the striker during his post-match interview. Mario is a very good lad. What happened today? He might have heard something in that particular moment that made him very emotional. Mario went on social media thanking his supporters after the Serie A incident. The people of this curve who made the monkey chants, shame on you. In front of your children, wives, relatives, parents, friends, and acquaintances. Shame. Mario Balotelli tweet. Racism has been like a plague in this world for ages. The man has come out of the stones and made towers for himself, but his mind doesn't seem to be evolving with time. Degrading and insulting someone because of the color of their skin is the lowest possible level a human can stoop down to. Every mainstream football platform raises the slogan of no racism, but when the time comes to take any appropriate action, they don't seem to live up to their promises. What happened to Mario happens to countless people all over the world. We should stand against and do everything in our reach to condemn this act of hatred.